Hey everyone! Let's start with something that most manufacturers underestimate: medical device classification in India. Sounds simple, right? Just assign Class A, B, C, or D. But here's the reality. One wrong classification equals full application rejection. Wrong class equals wrong authority. Wrong pathway equals months of delay. And all of this is governed by Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. Here's the biggest mistake companies make. Classification is just a formality. Reality: classification decides everything. Documentation level, approval authority, timeline, cost, regulatory strategy. Get this wrong, and everything else collapses. In this video, we'll go deep into step-by-step classification process, real timeline, yes, even classification has time impact, cost implications, very important, documents required, practical examples, common mistakes with real cases, how to classify correctly first time. Let's break it down. Part 1. The real problem. Why classification is so critical. Most companies say, "We submitted the application, why was it rejected?" Because the classification was wrong. Common pain points. We classified as Class B, CDSCO said Class C. Our application was rejected without review. We had to restart entire process. We didn't understand classification rules. Root causes. No understanding of MDR rules. Copying classification from EU FDA. Ignoring intended use. Poor regulatory strategy. Key insight: classification is not about similarity. It's about intended use and risk. Part 2. CDSCO Classification Framework. Regulatory authority. Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. Classification system. Class A, low risk. Class B, low moderate risk. Class C, moderate high risk. Class D, high risk. Based on intended use, duration of contact, invasiveness, risk to patient. Governing rules: Medical Device Rules 2017. First Schedule, Classification Rules. Part 3. Step-by-step classification process. Step 1. Define intended use, most important. Ask: what does the device do? Who uses it? Where is it used? Problem: vague intended use. Example: diagnostic tool versus AI-based cardiac diagnostic software. Step 2. Identify device type. Non-invasive, invasive, implantable, active device, IVD. Step 3. Apply classification rules. Based on MDR first schedule. Rules 1 to 4, non-invasive. Rules 5 to 8, invasive. Rules 9 to 12, active devices. Step 4. Compare with similar devices. Check CDSCO database. Review precedent. Problem: blind copying. Step 5. Justify classification. Document reasoning. Reference rules. Step 6. Validate with expert. Recommended. Avoid risk. Step 7. Finalize classification. Proceed to registration. Part 4. Timeline impact. Classification timeline. Basic classification, 1 to 2 weeks. Complex devices, 2 to 4 weeks. Impact on approval timeline. Class A, fast approval. Class D, long approval. Example: wrong classification, rejection, restart, plus 6 months delay. Key insight: 1 week mistake can cost 6 months. Part 5. Cost impact. Cost based on class.
Class A, lowest cost. Class B, moderate. Class C, high. Class D, very high. Additional cost factors: testing requirements, clinical data, documentation, hidden costs, resubmission, delay, consultant rework. Example, Class B assumed, actually Class C, higher fees and delay. Key insight: wrong classification equals financial loss. Part 6, documents required. For classification justification: intended use statement, device description, technical details, comparison with similar devices, risk analysis, supporting documents, IFU, labeling, clinical references. Part 7, common mistakes. Mistake 1, copying EU FDA classification. Example, Class IIA in EU does not equal Class B in India. Mistake 2, ignoring intended use. Result, wrong classification. Mistake 3, no justification. Result, CDSCO queries. Mistake 4, underestimating risk. Result, rejection. Mistake 5, no expert validation. Result, costly errors.
Part 8. Final strategy. How to classify correctly. Focus on intended use. Apply MDR rules carefully. Validate with experts. Document justification. One line, correct classification equals faster approval and lower cost. Planning to register your device in India? Don't let one mistake destroy your entire timeline. Because wrong classification equals rejection. Poor strategy equals delays. No validation equals costly errors. Why choose OMC Medical? CDSCO classification experts. Accurate risk classification. End-to-end regulatory support. Faster approvals. Whether you're starting fresh or fixing a rejected application, talk to OMC Medical experts today. If this helped you understand classification in India, follow OMC Medical for more deep regulatory insights. And we'll see you in the next video.